We know that Git is a version control system, and if you are using Git in your project, then a file travels through different stages in a local repository before it is pushed or published to remote repository. It is very important to have knowledge about Git stages to understand Git workflow better. We will learn different stages of a Git with examples in this video. I am Amod and welcome to my YouTube channel Retarget Common. So basically we have total 3 stages in Git workflow. First one, untracked or modified. Second one, tracked or staged. And third one, committed or ready to push. In whatever environment these stages are present, we can call that area as a working directory, or also we can call it as local repo. So we have something local repository and we have remote repository. Local repository or local working directory means where you write the code, where we add the files, where we modify the files, or where we delete the files. So whatever operation we perform, we are performing locally using your IDE. It is simply a folder on your system, and whatever changes you perform locally, we need to push to the remote repository so that other members in your team can access that. Now let's deep dive to understand different stages of a Git workflow. So when we add a new file to a local repository, that time that file is in untracked stage. What do you mean by untracked? We know that Git is a version control system, but it will track the changes only on those files which we explicitly added to the Git tracking list. That means if we have file A and file B, we have said to Git that okay, you need to track file A but don't track file B. So Git will keep the track of changes made to file A but not file B. But Git will inform us, or Git will let us know that we have some files which are untracked. So the basic is, whenever we are adding a new file, initially that file will be in untracked stage. For that we need to use git add command. After using git add command, this file A will be in tracked stage, and also we can call it as staged area. And now Git will start tracking any modification made to this file. If you see the first stage, I am writing untracked or modified. So you might think what is modified here. So any file will have either untracked or modified. It cannot have both. So in which condition it will be in modified stage? So as of now we have added file to the staging area, and suppose you make any change to this file, you add a new line, or you remove some existing lines, or even you delete the file. So actually we are making some changes to the existing version of file A in the staging area. So Git will track this change and it will send this file to modified stage, and it will ask us to okay, you need to stage the changes whatever you made to the file A. That's why in the first stage I have written untracked or modified, because whatever stage it is, we need to use git add command to stage it again. Once we perform all those changes, whatever modification you want to do, complete it and use the git add command to add the final version of file A to the staging area. After that we have a command git commit. This command says that okay, we are saving the version whatever we have staged. Means we are giving commitment that okay, these things I want to post remote repository. And once we commit the change, that means this version of file is ready to post to the remote repository. It might be possible that you might have some untracked file or some staged file, but until you commit those changes, it will not be pushed to the remote repository. You need to understand that thing. You can push only committed changes to the remote repository. And if you see the first slide, here I am using 2 directional arrows. Why? Because any file can move back to any stage. Not any stage, suppose file is untracked, you made it tracked. If you want to go back, so you can revert it. Similarly, whatever you have committed, you can send back to the staging area. So once we have committed changes, then we need to push the changes to the remote repository. And once you push it, it will be available in your remote repo also and in your local repo as well. And also it is not like that once you push this file A to the remote repository, you cannot do any modification. You can do modification at any point of time, and you need to repeat the process like git add, git commit, and then git push. That is the major advantage of using Git as a version control system. We can track the changes made at any point of time. Enough of theory, let's see examples now. I have opened the git bash in a folder and I am going to create a local repository using the mkdir command. So use mkdir and give the folder name. Here you can see one folder has been created with git stage example. I am going inside that using the cd command, and as of now we don't have any file, so this is a local repository. And if you want to make this repository as a git tracked repository, then we need to use git init command first. So let's use git init, and you can see it is creating or initializing empty git repository, and we have one folder .git. This is a hidden folder. Make sure that you have setting to show the hidden files and folders. Now we can use any git commands in this directory. Let's create a new file using the touch command. So touch file a.txt. Here you can see we have a new file here. If I run git status command, then it is saying that we have one untracked file called file a.txt, which I explained that is the first stage. A new file will be in untracked stage, and here also it is showing if you want to add this file to staging area, or if you want git to track this file, you need to use git add command. So let me use git add and give the file name. If you have more than one file, or if you want to add all the files, then you can use the dot. So let's use this command and hit enter. If I run git status again, this time it is not showing any untracked files, but it is saying that changes to be committed, which is my third stage. And here also you can see we have a command to unstage the file. That means we have made the file A as tracked or staged. And why I use the two directional array? Because we can go back to unstaged, that means untracked. Let me quickly run the above command git rm stands for remove, use the hyphen cache and use the file name. So we can see it is removing file A from staging area. Still file A is present, it has not been deleted. We are not deleting, we are just making staged or tracked file to untracked. If I run git status again, here you will see we have back to untracked stage. So you got the concept. So let me quickly add it again. Git add file a.txt, git status. So file is in staging area, and I already told that whatever we stage, that only we can commit, or we can say it is ready to push. So to commit, we need to use git commit command with the -m, and here I need to give the commit message, which will be shown as the description of the commit. So let me use added file a.txt. Now run the git status again. Now it is saying that on branch master nothing to commit, working tree clean, means we don't have any untagged file, we don't have any staged file, or we don't have anything to commit. We have everything clean. Let's see what will happen if I edit the content of file a.txt at this stage. So I will use echo command, add something here, arrow symbols, and use the file name. So this command will append this line at the end of the file without opening it. If I do cat command with the file A, then we should see this is line 1 here. And if I run git status, what do you think? What is the status? It is saying that we have modified file a.txt, and here also you should see saying that changes not staged for commit. That means it is back to stage 1. So we need to stage it again. What we need to stage? The changes. So I need to use git add command again, or if you want to restore, then you can use git restore command. That time it will not show that file has been modified, it is already committed. So let me use git add command again with the file a.txt. Now run the git status, and this time we will not see anything modified. Now I need to commit it. Same step, git commit -m modified file A. If you do git log one line, then I should see 2 commits here. Now these commits are ready to push to the remote repository. These 2 files are present in local as of now. So to push, we need to create one repository in GitHub, Bitbucket, whatever Git services provider you want to use, you can use it. So let me quickly create one repository in GitHub. Go to github.com, log in with your credentials, click on new and create one repository, and let it be public and click on create repository. Now let's add the remote repo with our local repo. So for that we have a command git remote add origin, and then give the specific URL of your repo. Hit enter. Now we have connected to remote repo, and you need to use git push command with the -u origin master. Hit enter, and it will push all the committed changes only. If we have anything untracked or staged, those will not be pushed. If I refresh this repo, I should see file a.txt. So this is your remote repo, and whatever we have here, this is my local repo. If you add a new file or if you modify the file again, you need to repeat the same process, like adding the changes to the staging area, then commit it, then you need to push it. If you have any doubt, please comment on this video. If you really like my videos, please like, comment, subscribe and share with others. Thank you everyone.